tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant, fucking gone.
Hey guys, this is going to be a bit of a chaotic little start really, because as I said, I'm waiting for dinner to arrive. Phil's not on the stream yet, it looks like no one is apart from this Umbra guy who said something about his Hadouken or whatever. Yeah, fly goes fly, good shout. Tips help the most right now. Well, I'm never going to say no to a tip, but if anyone wants to give things, they always can, but you don't have to. I'm not going to force you guys or pressure you. I'm not going to be like Phil and say, oh, it's been a slow. I know. People can contribute if they want, but it's entirely up to you guys. You don't have to. We're here to have fun. We're here to play bingo. And really, we're here to try and get you guys something. How you doing, Lord Odai? Hope you're doing well. Remember, if we get a full bingo card completed, we get someone in chat to win a £25 Amazon gift voucher. Or gift card or whatever, you know? We need to get a full bingo card completed, so all 25 squares ticked off during one level 1 podcast. And I've got the bingo card loaded up, like the thing, like I've got the thing ready to go and generate. How you doing, big fucking cheater? How you doing? Where's the bingo card, Catsper? Well, this is what we decide together. We need somebody to pick something from the big list of stuff here. I'll show you the big list of stuff here. It's easier to see it in this. Here. Here is a list of different DSP words, phrases, and actions. Liquid Carol, how you doing? Big ups. So, starting from everything with an asterisk around it, you know, the little star symbol, is an action. And if it's not got that, DSP has to say it. So, for example, DSP would have to say everyone is saying at the very start there, but any scat talk is literally just him talking about, you know, shit and doo-doo and all that. Have you got any strikes, Jake? No, Jake, I've never really gotten strikes. At least not recently. Years ago, I've had my channel for a long time, and I used to like fucking like FIFA stuff and all that shit. And I had a copyright strike one time, but it expired over time, and it just was something that it wasn't a big deal for me, just because it was like, okay, I got a strike, it'll expire over time, and I just need to wait. But yeah, I think I'm fortunately kind of small time. Do we have closet? You know what? That's a good shout. You know what? I'm going to add it right now. There we go. I'm adding it right now. Oh, we've lost some space. There you go. I added the word closet, and I'll save it. Let me add it to the end here as well. Okay. Bald trench sighting. I've got a new one that I've been saying a lot recently. It would be great. It would be great. Does that kind of... Let's see. He's got... bottom line is... He's got meaningful. He's got I would argue. You know what I mean. I'm being told... you know what? I'm going to include the words would be great. You know, that's a good suggestion, like with Carl. Appreciate it. I'm not going to include the word it because it's just easy. Just would be great. would be great. There we go. I'm going to add it to the list. Prophet says you'll need to add something about this PC since he said everything is corrupted now. True, I did kind of say that, but I think I've got some stuff covered here as well that might cover that. You know, you need to talk about, you know, I don't know, shocked, whatever I may say. Do you have anything about mentioning Jasper? Yes, I have the word Jasper. It's in here somewhere. Jasper, where are you, Jasper? There you are. Jasper's right there. There you go. So, guys, we need to determine a bingo card. You know, let's try and get it set up quickly so then we can enjoy some Meerkat music while we wait. There you go. So, I need somebody to pick a DSP word or phrase or action. The first thing I see in chat that has a DSP word, action or phrase to help us, but as I'm saying, we need to pick a bingo card. We're going to generate 1,000 of them, but we're only picking one, and it's random. That's what I'm saying. We're only getting 25 things from this list you see in front of you. Swing by, that's a new one. I don't think that's actually a must. Swing by. Oh, that's something he sends in a tweet. Keep in mind as well, this is nothing for his whole stream. This is only for the level 1 podcast, the pre-stream podcast. Excited. You know, I've actually added that recently. Excited. You know what? Fly goes fly. We're going to do excited. We're going to pick excited. I've decided. So, I've not generated anything yet, but let's generate them all now. Go for it. Boom. Right, we have 1,000 different bingo cards here. We need to pick. Okay, excited. So it's decided. There are 290 bingo cards with excited in it. I need a number in chat. The first number I see between 1 and 290 is a bingo card we are using for this pre-stream. 15, Dashy, you're in there early, you're prepared. It's like you've been here before, Dashy. Sorry, DJ, sorry, Shadow Jeff, Dashy beat you to it. He's done his homework, he knew it was coming. And Dashy picks 15, so we're picking the 15th bingo card with excited. Dashy used cheats, you know, he got ahead. So the result number 16 is the 15th bingo card because the very first result is in the list at the very top. And this looks like a bingo card for today. On demand, mature, derail, dumb close-up, soundboard, would be great. There you go, there's a new suggestion straight away. React, goal, a YouTube legacy story of some sort, him saying interactive, arm flail, reality, snort, I'm being told, and shills. Shills, that's why it's not used. Oh shit, you can't see, that's a good point. Let me just change the browser. I'm so sorry, guys. Believe me, everything was above board. I did not usually. Sorry, guys. We can't see said card. Oh, good job of reading out then, Good job of reading out. On demand, mature, derail, dumb close-up, soundboard, would be great. React, goal, YouTube legacy story, interactive, arm flail, reality, snort, I'm being told, chills, hands through the hair, help, why/typos, excited, and honest, and time. That being said, variety, comment, and bills. I think this is a very strong card, personally speaking. I like the look of this card. We have potential. Like Shills is the one that might not be good. I don't feel very confident about Shills, not going to lie. But everything else I can see coming in. So let me just very quickly save this bingo card. So we can get it going. Give me a second, guys. In fact, I mean, we don't even need to, like... I'm going to play some music while I get this all set up properly, guys, okay? So don't mind me. I'm going to just mute myself and you can enjoy some good old Meerkat stuff.
Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well. I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy fucking life. I'll be the in front of thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
Let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big up, Skeeter Cat. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big up Skeeter Cat. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in dinner. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't peel it, comes in dinner. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't peel it, comes in dinner. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250th streak for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. They're completely washed. The hands are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right. The ones that I play are free to play. or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? Today, some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context, and a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will get like 5,000 views. While my daily gameplay videos each are getting, what, like 1,000 views, if that? Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed, like how different I am now? There is nothing fucking legitimate you could do. But the shit these people say and do, the insane amounts of slander and defamation about me, that's just untrue on the internet. There's no way I could ever, in any capacity, legally or otherwise, there's no way I could even dispute 99% of the shit they say because of the insane amount of it that they say. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. My life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. Like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. It wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, doing stupid videos, that it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me, that there's people out there that, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I've become a better person,
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying we We want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it, and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. It's all, they're completely washed. The cans are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right? The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right?
That is business related, and I do still have it.
It's WWE Champion time. Go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go.
By eBay. Hell! It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault. Drinking gin. Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. For now?
Go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic? I love it. Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there? I am present.
I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about with. You are not alone. You are not a horrible person because you have this. It's not your fault. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time.
It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Over the last decade.
It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar.
Super Meat Boy is in the stream chat whining and complaining, saying that I never talk to anyone unless they tip me or they send me money, which is completely false. All he's been doing is sitting there all night complaining that he's depressed and no one cares. And everyone's basically ignoring him because you're like, dude, we just don't care. You know, you come in, the first thing you say is you're depressed. And what are we supposed to say to that? Now he expects that I'm going to derail the whole stream to talk to him live. So let's do it. Super Meat Boy, how you doing? You're really depressed tonight, huh? You're really depressed.
My stream is my place of business.
The company's name is Brunel Productions. It is internet content creation of on-demand and also live video streaming services.
Big up to your dad.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Please tip me.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Because I have bills coming up. Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Strapped for cash.
You better take a sip.
Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Strapped for cash.
Get a real fucking job.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Please tip me.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Because I have bills coming up. They fucked me again, left and right, and my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. It's time to push back. It's time to push back.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Please tip me.
I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel.
Because I have bills coming up. I've never ever used a hateful slur. Ever. And that pisses me off.
I want to watch some faggot. Some homo.
Fiddle's a nigger.
You better take a sip.
The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just the rain has lots of mess and weight. The rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Big. All I see you do is big. Little picky, why you? Big. All I see you do is big. Little picky, why you?
Gentlemen, now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's day off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big ups to your cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up, earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
My life today is the best I've ever had. And I mean that. Like, every day I feel like is the best day of my life.
Your life is nothing.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad.
Right, okay, we'll end it there. Good, okay, so we're waiting for Phil to go live. He'll go live any time now, essentially. But hi guys, I've Demolished Wither. Thank you very much for joining me on the stream. If you're new to the stream like some of you are, it's quite simple. Really, Phil says something during his stream podcast, which is now known as the Level 1 podcast. We tick it off on the board with a little green, I'll just show you for example, you know, like so if it snorts, we go green and we snort. We're trying to get as many squares filled out as possible. Also, one row or column or even diagonal is a bingo. If we get all 25 squares filled up, someone in chat will randomly win a £25 Amazon gift card. I'm not sure how I'm going to determine that yet. We've no experience at the best we've done is 23 out of 25 bingo squares ticked off. This is a strong card though, to be fair. The one I'm not confident about is shells. So yeah. Do not bait Phil for squares. Yeah, that's what Dash says. And to be fair, I kind of somewhat agree. Like, no, I cannot stop anyone from going into Phil's chat and trying to bait him. All I can do is say, don't do it. But if you want to do it, how the hell am I going to stop you? You know, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I would not encourage it, put it that way. We're trying to get this, it's meant to be a natural thing. The purpose of these kind of bingos is essentially just to show how predictable Phil is in doing and saying all these things. So exactly what Roachbait, it should be organic, yeah. One time we did have somebody who was literally, I don't know who it was. I think it was a detractor, but they were a soccer account detractor. He literally went back and forth between here and Phil's chat, trying his best to bait him, but it didn't really work. Come on, Daddy needs ramen from Amazon. Yeah, I generally have no idea how I'd pick a winner, to be honest. I don't know what the simplest way would be. Like, would I just put everyone's name in chat in like a random generator? Or I don't even know. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. So, yeah, and there's like no music right now. We're just really waiting for Phil to go live. Remember, he's got no intro right now anymore to his show. It just goes from the art, well, it goes from his music, which is playing, which I got muted. That garbage. And he just goes immediately live. Let Phil Bingo kill himself, don't bait him, yeah. As I said, guys, I cannot stop you from doing whatever you want, but I would just recommend letting it be natural. Let's just let it naturally happen. And yeah, also the big news over the last day or so is the fact that there's Anne, one of the most prominent detractors, got struck by Superhound. Hi DJ Dino, how you doing? Hi MRC Midnight. And hi ICM also, didn't know if I said hi to you or not. But hello everyone, I'm glad you're all here, joining in the fun. We're just here to have a good fun game of bingo and make fun of Phil. It's crap what happened to, what is happening to our detractors. There's not just Anne. Who else got hit? I can't even mind, there's a few other guys that do clips, they got hit as well. I'm trying to think who else it was. I heard the name was there earlier on as well. It's not even just Anne, it's like there's so many other people. So let me think. I can't even mind. Phil right now is on 483 members. He's gone down again, by the way. But if anyone knows Anne's Odyssey channel, I'm trying to find it myself to share it with people. Actually, there's a shout. 2 seconds. Let me try and find it. I'm going to unmute Phil in case I miss it, right? So give me a second here. Just 2 seconds, guys, because I'm going to be like I won't be able to see what's happening here, just in case we miss it starting. We'll have it on as low as possible. I've done a video links in that. Shut the fuck up, Phil, and your stupid Friday songs. So Give Him a Board the Ride on a video on it, and he's got a link in it, so yeah, check out Give More Bod's channel if you want to see Anne's new Odyssey channel. I know when you done a video, Give More Bod was a recent. I would have checked it earlier on if I'd known. I'm just like browsing my fucking YouTube now. Where? Because I'm subbed to you. There you are, Give More Bod. I want to click on you. 26 minutes ago. Yeah, no wonder I didn't fucking see it. I was fucking live at the time. 9 whole seconds long. And I've got it muted, of course, so. Oh, it's actually a silent video. Oh, no. Okay, well, fucking funny as usual. Give my word, funny as usual. Go send love and support. Okay. Is this a whole link, including the wee colon and D? Okay, so there we go. This is Anne's Odyssey channel as a backup. But hopefully I'll be back on YouTube soon. We will see. Still waiting for Phil to go live. And yeah, I've got his shit muted because who wants if I can hear that shit. Cult of Hate got hit, correct. And not only that, someone pretended to be him. Some weirdo pretending to be Hate Army Watch. Called out in it, and he's that was weird as hell. I don't know if people actually saw what happened when the fake Hate Army Watch started complaining on the video I made, calling him out, saying, please stop slandering me, like I'm in no point have I claimed to be Hate Army Watch. And he said this while having the name Hate Army Watch. It's like, who am I slandering then if you're not Hate Army Watch? Who are you? And they basically just kind of gave up. They deleted their comment on the video, and then they rebranded themselves as a Daily Burnell. And I've actually updated my video to include a link to his channel. The only thing they've done different now is name themselves a Daily Burnell. It's clear they're no longer at least trying to pretend to be Hate Army Watch in terms of name, but their content is still pretty much a carbon copy, except it's a shitter version. So, as I said, it's like going on wish.com and getting a shitter version of Hate Army Watch. So, yeah. It is what it is. Ghosting behind a creator. The last I've seen the Daily Burnell, the kind of fake Hate Army Watch guys on like 60 odd subs. Hey, Darkside the Phil, how you doing, pal? Thanks for the artwork entertainment, no problem, buddy. Darkside the Phil, by the way, he's got fantastic artwork on Twitter. He said he had one a few days, was it last week or something, actually? Actually, I seen somebody ask you, I think it was Dudy, asking you for an animated version of your work, Darkside the Phil. I'm not sure if you saw that on Twitter yet. But he had like the Your little pig roach character sitting in his throne. Dashy says, just had one miracle in Istanbul, was 3-0 down at half time to PSV and won 4-3. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. This is all the football manager stuff. But, yeah. As I was saying, this community's got so many different talented artists, man. You know, to Dark Side of Phil's quality with the art he does, and then you got Pixar Animations just doing some brilliant wee animated ideas, not shit, and Kid Flim as well, to be fair. He's good with the animation stuff. He does like different style. He's got like the 8-bit style, kind of pixel stuff he does, you know what I mean? But he's a very talented artist. I've seen his work, you know, his other stuff he's showed me, and he is an amazing artist, Kid Flim. He's not just a pixel guy. he is a very good artist, you know. So the community's got so many talented people. It really has. Let's see. What was it? Anne moves back. Is it just Odyssey? Yeah, I think I've still got it copy and pasted, I think. But Give More Blood done a video on it as well. But that is the link, apparently, to the. I'm not actually clicked on it myself yet, and if I do, it might break my OBS. But that's the link. It was in Give More Blood's channel. So if that's a bad link, blame Give More Blood, because I just copy and pasted the thing they had in the description. I mean, I'm just saying. We're still waiting for Phil to go live. He's actually a bit late. It's like 11 minutes past. Although to be fair, the other day he claimed that he starts at 15:15, which was news to me. He's usually starting earlier than this. So ever since he, I guess, retconned it, he's now trying to start closer to 15 minutes past the hour. But yeah, while we're waiting, actually, big shout out and thank you to my latest subscriber, The Loud Sky. I think I said that right, and I think I'll even play the animation for him since I wasn't live at the time. But everyone loves the animation, everyone loves the tune, so.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
He subbed like 2 hours ago, apparently. But as I said, I wasn't live for it, and everyone loves the wee tune, so especially me. So there we go. When Phil goes live, the bingo game will begin. Phil's in his chat right now talking, says, yeah, I don't know if I'll keep PS Plus Premium after Stray. Depends on how many games we want to stray. Literally Phil's words. Depends on how many games we want to stray. Very strange. I just love that Phil's numbers and member numbers keep going down. Even though he's like, don't panic, I expect it to go down. That's the last of the big dips. And then he drops some more. Ah, goodness me. A lot of people in his chat are confused right now why he's not started yet. I might unmute because I feel like he's going to start imminently. I feel he's very close to starting. He's got to be. Ah, the music's so bad though. I don't want to unmute. I really don't want to unmute. Phil's still talking in his chat normally. Talking to somebody, apparently sent him something. Well, Phil hit 200k subs this year though. Yeah, he will. Oh, he started.
And welcome to the Level 1 Pod. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. I welcome you here to a fun podcast to get the day started. Fun day, for sure, for what we got on the schedule. I don't know what's going on, but my allergies are bad today. I haven't taken an allergy medication in almost a month, thinking I wasn't going to need them anymore. And I wake up today, first of all, my wife had to go to work in the morning. And so she got up before me. And so that means when she's getting up early, that means that Jasper Kitty is running around my house. And so it's kind of hard to get a full night's sleep when, you know, a couple hours on the earlier side, I got everyone running around doing activity in my home. And then I wake up finally, and then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going, my sinuses are inflamed, my throat is gunked up. What is going on here? This is like, you know, spring again. I don't know. It's weird. several things cause allergies to happen. It's not just like pollen from outside, so it could have been other things too. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the pre-stream podcast. Oops, I meant the Level 1 podcast. That's right. We rebranded it this week. Some people have embraced it. Other people are dicks. But I like the new name. Today is Tuesday, the 5th of July, 2022. For those of you in the United States, welcome to the show, and hopefully you had a great Independence Day yesterday, no matter how you celebrated it. For those of you who celebrated it with me, thanks. Yesterday was a pretty darn good day, stream-wise. I had a lot of fun on stream with all of you with the Capcom Fighting Collection, doing some random fighting games for several hours, and then finishing up Sonic Origins on the late stream, plus some random Q&A. Went really well. I had a good time, actually. I certainly hope that you guys had a good time with me as well. All right. Good overall day, for sure. So, had a little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know what happened yesterday. As usual, I'm just uploading my stuff, you know, and everything seems to be normal. And one of the videos won't upload. And I don't know why it won't upload. Well, usually when that happens, it means the video's corrupted. So yesterday, all I did was a usual podcast and 2 big videos of fighting game gameplay. Each video was around an hour and a half long. And one of the videos won't go live. It won't upload at all. Won't play. I'm trying to think like what would cause a video to do this, because this is probably in the last 2 months the 3rd video that did this to me. And I think it might be that my computer's getting so old that the hard drive is just messed up. The good news is my operating system is on a different hard drive than where I store my video. Problem is that hard drive that I store my videos on, you know, needs to work. And I get the feeling that's what it is. There might be a sector that's bad on that hard drive or something. The weird thing is I have it set up to automatically, you know, service that hard drive. It automatically scans and partitions and does all that behind the scenes. It's not like this is a hard drive that's been sitting there forever and I'm just letting it fragment or anything like that. It defrags itself. So I don't know what's causing it. It's frustrating because there doesn't seem to be any pattern to it. It's not like, oh, I was doing a certain kind of game or there was a certain kind of situation, something happened, my mic malfunctioned or something. Nothing. It just, every once in a while, a video is corrupted. And this never used to happen. This year is the first year this has become something ongoing. So, luckily for me, it was just some fighting game stuff. It wasn't a major deal. It would have been a bigger deal if I'm doing an ongoing narrative playthrough. Like, for example, today we're playing Final Fantasy VII. Imagine if one of those earlier hours of the game is just missing from the playthrough. Now, the other thing is, there used to be a way to basically edit down an archive stream to a smaller portion and have that become an on-demand video on YouTube you could watch. The reason I say used to is because there's now 2 times I've attempted to do this. The last 2 times the video corrupted, and it doesn't seem to work anymore. It looks like YouTube has, once again, taken something that was an ongoing thing that worked and ruined it, and it doesn't work anymore. Like, for example, playlists. You know, when I play music now on my streams, half the time it malfunctions because they screwed up their playlists in the last couple of months, and now they don't work really anymore. Same thing here, where you used to be able to say, I have a 5-hour stream. Okay, I just want that 1 hour of footage because my video corrupted. And you try to edit it down, and it just sits there and says, okay, processing. It never ends. It just sits there processing forever and literally never fucking finishes. This is the second time this happened. Like I said, this happened a couple weeks ago. It was actually when I was starting up my Castlevania Anniversary Collection playthrough like 2 weeks ago. And I did a big podcast that morning about my history with the Castlevania games and what I thought about them and everything. And people liked the podcast and then go to watch it on demand. It's not there because it corrupted. It wouldn't upload. So I tried to edit it. That stream never edited. So it's sitting there like 5 hours. If you want to watch the podcast, you can watch the whole stream, but that's about it. So dumb. So anyway, it's annoying as hell that this is happening. I don't know what's causing it. I wish I did, and I wish I had a solution, but when you don't have any idea what the problem is causing it, then you can't fix it, right? As I've told you guys many times, what I would hope is that maybe by the end of this year, I can upgrade my equipment. I mean, that's wishful thinking. Originally, I wanted to do it earlier this year, then I wanted to do it during the summer, and it's just not viable. You know, right now, there's no one who can really donate that much. You know, at one point last year, there were people who were like, oh, I can donate this and this. And now because of inflation, things have changed. You know, there was a couple people behind the scenes who said, oh, I'd be willing to step up and help you get a new PC. And now this year, people are like, nah, we can't, you know, because inflation screwed everything up. And now we just don't have that disposable income we used to have. I have one person who offered to donate some parts, but it's not enough for a whole PC. I wouldn't know how to build my own PC off of half parts. You know, I haven't done that. I have not built a PC since the early 2000s. I think a 20-year time period gap there is a lot to try to build together a PC for myself. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, well, then what else can I do? Well, realistically, I could do fundraiser where I do like a couple maybe special events or marathons or whatever with a goal in mind. And if I raise the goals, then I have enough to buy myself a pre-built PC, right? Problem with that is right now, literally, I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now. You know, every week I'm trying to raise enough to pay my bills and keep going. Right now, this week, you know, I raised a good amount, and that's all in anticipation of next week when I have around $900 in bills coming due next weekend. So I have to have $900 in addition to funds for my normal things around here, like going grocery shopping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So now let's say, for example, I do some fundraising events, right? Oh, okay, let's do a special event. I don't know. We'll do a marathon of this. We'll do this. Great. Fundraising. And people contribute. And I raise a good amount. But guess what? Then they can't contribute on regular streams, right? And this is the problem is, because of inflation, everyone's tightened their belts in the last year. Everyone, including, you know, myself, my wife and I canceled everything around us that we could cancel, basically, to save money. And, you know, when you're cutting down on that, you just don't have anything extra left, right? And I understand, because everyone's in the same boat right now. You know, and you take a look and you notice, you know, just being honest, yes, contributions on my streams have kind of slowed down.
All right. Guys, we're doing pretty well right now. We just said honest as well, so we'll take that. I'm going to review this, right? Somebody said arm flail there. So I want people to decide, is this an arm flail or not? Sorry for the re-interruption. I know some people prefer it live. But fuck it, we're playing bingo, and this is important, damn it. There's a £25 Amazon gift card to put on one, potentially.
Down a bit.
So, is this an arm flail? Is this arm flail?
When you're cutting down on that, you just don't have anything extra left, right? And I understand, because everyone's in the same boat right now. You know, you take a look and you notice, you know, just being honest, yes, contributions on my streams have kind of slowed down a bit.
Oh wait, was it before this? Where was it arm flail? Where's something going with the arms? Was it here?
Funds for my normal things around here, like going grocery shopping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So now let's say, for example, I do some fundraising events, right? Oh, okay, let's do a special event. I don't know. We'll do a marathon of this. We'll do this.
It's actually kind of arm flail. Like, you know, it was kind of just going randomly there, trying to come up with all the different ideas there. Yeah, you know, I think that's an arm flail. Like, let's watch again.
You know what I'm saying?
I think this is an arm flail.
So now let's say, for example, I do some fundraising
events.
Wait for it.
Watch
right?
the arms.
Okay, let's do a special event.
Way,
I don't know.
That way.
We'll do a marathon of this. We'll do this. Great.
You know, I'm counting that. That's an arm flail. That's a goddamn arm flail. And guys, don't worry, by the way, we will catch up with the live chat, because when it gets to a boring part, which he often does, I'd speed up. So, yeah.
Raising. And people contribute. And I raise a good amount. Have kind of slowed down a bit in the last month or two. I've definitely noticed this, that, you know, when I was playing games a few months ago, it was a lot more contributions in general just on streams, and then in the last couple of months they've gotten tighter and slowed down, and that's okay. I'm not complaining. I totally get it, you know, but everyone's under the same stress. So I know what's going to happen. If I do fundraising events, I guarantee you people would actually be generous. they would come and try to support my ability to upgrade my setup. But then what would happen is, for 2 months, I'd be shooting myself in the foot, because then people would be like, well, I gave everything for, you know, this special fundraiser you did. Now I can't afford to support your regular streams. And then I would go out of business. So I can't do that right now. Basically, what I got to do is just stay the course, try, you know, keep using the equipment I'm using, tough it out until a time when hopefully things loosen up and get a little better, you know? Like I said, hopefully by the end of this year.
No, we need to rewind that snort. What the hell was that?
A little better, you know?
That actually made my ears vibrate. That was a fucking earth-shattering one. Bloody hell.
Like I said, hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be able to do a few different things, a few ideas. A lot of people have actually asked me over the course of this year if and when I'll bring back any kind of merchandise. So maybe, you know, around the fall time, you know, when you're already thinking about the time of the year when it's gift giving season and things like that, maybe I'll start looking into some of these other businesses that do merchandise and see if maybe we could design some new stuff to get some shirts or whatever out there, whatever you guys are interested in. Obviously we'll talk about that in the future. You know, what kind of merch would you like to see? Shirts again, or do you want to see something different? Because, you know, I did shirts for a very long time there. Maybe there's something different that people are interested in. I have no clue. Okay. So, I'm just throwing that out there. You know, we'll see what happens by the end of the year. But I know it sucks because we start having technical difficulties. I wish it was as easy as it used to be. Because it used to be, oh, something's breaking. Well, I could just go ahead and put it on a credit card. Boom. And I have a new PC here right away. And I pay it off slowly. I don't have credit anymore. You know, I don't have that flexibility. Like I said, I'm living paycheck to paycheck as it is. So I just don't have that kind of power anymore to do that kind of stuff. You know, I got to make do with what I got. So it is what it is, guys. No sadness or negativity here. I'm happy with what I've got and what we're doing. But that's why when I run into technical difficulties and things, I just, you know, people, I don't understand. He's a full-time YouTuber. He's a streamer and he makes all this money. Why can't he just drop money and buy a new PC right now? Because there's no flexibility. There's no leeway here. It's like what I'm bringing in is immediately going to bills and or all the things I need to do, operating costs, you know, cost of living here. And the inflation has really hurt it in the last, you know, year in particular. And there's not much that can really, do much about it, you know. It's life. Okay? Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop talking about bullshit. And let's start talking about a fun streaming day that we're going to have here today and the week coming up. I got an announcement here this morning about the upcoming marathon that we're about to do on Saturday and so on and so forth. Okay? So today, I'm excited because today we're doing my second ever session of Final Fantasy VII. Admittedly, when I made the choice to play Final Fantasy VII the other day, all right, you know, and start up this playthrough, I didn't know how it was going to be received. I had always wanted to play Final Fantasy VII over the years. I had several times in my 14-year history as a content creator talked about playing it, whether it was for a special project like my original idea for Project 7 over a decade ago, whether it was bringing it back in some capacity, or when the Final Fantasy VII remake was going to come out, I was talking about playing it beforehand. You know, all these different discussions came up, and it just never happened. For one reason or another, you know, other games got selected, and or other projects popped up, or other things took priority. Finally, we have a summer with literally nothing going on. We've got 2 new releases in the entire month of July that I'm interested in, right? And we've got a ton of downtime. So I'm like, oh, this would definitely be exciting time to do something like this, you know? So I started playing it a couple days ago, and I was shocked. People not only showed up, but they engaged, they supported. We had a great conversation, talk about the game in general. It was a really great stream. It actually surprised me how many people were excited for Final Fantasy VII. I didn't realize that people would be that excited for Final Fantasy VII. I honestly thought it was just going to be another RPG, but people seemed pumped. I had a great time with it. We're actually playing the PS4 version, which is the version that's a port of the PC version, which means the graphics are already upscaled. So it definitely looks a lot better than the plain PS1 version that's very pixelated at this point. You know, it was a good time in general. And I said to you guys, wow, I was blown away by the positive reception of me playing this game the other day. And I said, if people like it this much, and if people continue to show up, engage, and support the Final Fantasy VII streams, I would have absolutely no reason to not keep it as a daytime stream. Because originally I was concerned, I was thinking in my head, gee, what we should do is maybe do 1 or 2 daytime streams of Final Fantasy VII, and then eventually phase it into a night stream as an ongoing RPG. That was my idea, and I was like, oh, do different things during the daytimes. But it did really well, you know, the other day. So let's see what happens today. I'll be honest. Right now I'm taking a look, and we don't have as many people on the Level 1 podcast today as we did 2 days ago. I mean, then again, it's just the podcast if we're not in the game yet. Maybe that'll change as we get closer to you know, another hour when I start playing the game or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, it's all about people showing up, watching, engaging, supporting. And if we keep all that going, I would love to do this every single day on a daytime stream. Not every single day, but you know what I'm saying. Like, keep it as a daytime stream. The game is very lengthy. You know, just to beat the main story of Final Fantasy VII can take 30 to 40 hours. Then if you do side content, this game could be like upwards of 70, 80 hours long, depending on if you grind on the stuff or not. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely there's potential for it to be a lengthy playthrough over the course of the next month to 2 months. It could be the summertime playthrough. And so I'm excited to see if, you know, it'll continue at the level that it was the other day. Because I had such a good time. I was shockingly surprised at how much fun I had with it, and how much fun you guys had with it. Okay. Now, what we're doing here is we're going through the introductory hours of the game. We just arrived at the slums, and if I remember correctly, in the original Final Fantasy VII, the slums take a little while because there's a lot of little questing you have to do in there. It's very similar to the slums questing from the remake, except the remake really extrapolates upon it, adds a ton of shit to it, and basically makes it incredibly lengthy because there's like a ton of side quests and things. I remember the gym doesn't exist in this as any kind of a side quest thing. Like, you just go through, you talk to a few people, you know, there's a few things to do, and then you end up doing some of the ridiculously stupid Japanese humor quest lines, which we're going to see. These are some of the cringeworthy moments coming up that in my original idea for Project 7, I was actually going to emphasize how cringeworthy these moments are in the game, and that those moments didn't really exist in the original Final Fantasy 4 or 6 that I had played, and it was some of the things I was going to call the game out for, saying it looks like they really tried hard to try to be outside the box funny, when in reality it's just a lot of cringe, you know? So, we're going to probably do those today, those moments. I'm thinking today, as long as we stay on pace and we don't get stuck on anything, we'll probably get all the way up to the Shinra Tower. All right? Shinra Tower is, at least from what I can remember, the first point in the game where I get annoyed. I mean, yes, the cringeworthy stuff in the slums is like, nah, it's kind of silly. But the Shinra Tower is like confusing. It makes you go in circles to try to figure it out. It's the part of the game that always annoys me, because I end up spending way more time there than I want to. At the same time, there's some really cool plot developments at Shinra Tower. But let's see how it goes today. Let's see if we can get there and how far we get. I'm not sure. But again, I'm definitely excited for today, and I hope that today stays on the same level as 2 days ago when it was the premiere stream. I had so much fun. If we can keep it at that level, I'd be pumped. In addition to that, like I said 2 days ago, I know for a fact that once we leave Midgard and we start getting to the open world and we explore, the game gets way better, and that's really where the game shines, in my opinion, and that's where Final Fantasy VII Remake ends. So, literally, you play the intro segment of Final Fantasy VII, and then the remake just falls off the cliff because it goes in a different direction. So here, we'll definitely be able to see, you know, how the game differs. And I'm excited for that. But we're not getting that today. There's no way we're getting to that today. Today we're probably doing mostly the rest of the introduction Oh, to the point where we get to Shinra. I don't know if we'll beat Shinra Tower today. I get the feeling we may get to it and kind of be stuck in it. And the next time we get out of there and we head on to the open world. I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember exactly how the game works and what's in between here. But we'll see as we play today. Okay? So, Final Fantasy VII today. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. All right? Then on the late stream tonight, it's the continuation of Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, the game that you guys voted for as the viewer's choice playthrough by 0.04% of a winning margin. It's the closest poll I have ever run. Seriously, like, I've never had a poll that close before. So it was between Zelda 2 and Fable Anniversary Edition. And I told you guys it was such a close result that we're going to play Fable anyway, which we are. I already downloaded Fable onto my Xbox, and I'm ready to go. Okay? So tonight, Zelda 2 at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I hope if you know about this game, you'll show up and you'll help me because, man, it's one of the most cryptic NES games I've played. It's just as cryptic as Simon's Quest. So without help, there's no way I can beat this game. It's funny because people are leaving comments on the videos now. They're like, yeah, this is infamously one of those original NES games where you could tell Nintendo was trying to sell Nintendo Power Magazine or strategy guides because the game just doesn't tell you how to do anything. So if you don't know where to go or what to do, you can never beat it. You'll just be stuck not knowing what the hell's going on. There you go. Anyway, so that's tonight. I'm sure there's going to be rage and fails. At the very same time, it's a game that I'm happy that I'm finally experiencing it. I hope that you guys will join me for that on the late stream, okay? Now, tomorrow I'm off from streaming. I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Fun day. You relax. Perhaps you get caught up with all the content from this last week. And if you do, thank you for watching. Please remember that doing things like leaving comments on my videos and liking the videos on YouTube helps for engagement. It will bring more people to the channel in general. My videos will show up in search results or related results. So please do so if you're enjoying the content, okay? When I return on Thursday, it is the return of my Q&A show, Ask the King. Haven't done this in a couple of months. I'm happy to be bringing it back. How do you get your question answered on the show? You need to post up your question on my forums on dspgaming.com. Please do so if you haven't. How do you do that? Well, if you type ! Ask the King into the stream chat during this live stream, a link will pop up you can click on. If maybe you're watching this on demand after the fact, just go to dspgaming.com, the general forum section, the Ask the King thread, and boom, you'll find the thread for Thursday's show. The more questions I get, the better the show is. And for full transparency here, I answer most of my questions off the forums. Yes, I do accept questions from other means. For example, people who pledge to my Patreon or Patreon, $20 or more a month get their question answered for sure. Yes, I do accept Twitter questions the day of, but almost no real Twitter questions make it in. It's usually the vast majority of questions coming off of my forums, okay? So, please post up questions if you have not yet. All right, thank you in advance to anyone who does. Again, the more questions I get, the better the show is. And I'm looking forward to this. Now, that means that Thursday's stream will start later than usual. Usually my stream turns on around 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. On Thursday, it's going to be later. It's going to be around 12:30 p.m. Pacific time to accommodate for me going through questions, picking the best ones, setting up the format. There's actually some shout-outs and special things I need to do for Ask the King, so I need a little bit of extra time to work on that. So, please consider. Also, if you are a channel member, you get your question advanced priority to be answered on Ask the King. I actually put up a thread for this on the main page of DSP Gaming under the community tab about a week ago, originally. And I haven't really brought it up since then. And I apologize because, I forgot to emphasize it. If you're a channel member, maybe you just became a channel member recently, there is a post, a members only post, okay? Here it is. It was 10 days ago, actually, when I posted it up. So far, 29 members have posted up questions, which I will be reviewing and drawing from for Ask the King this Thursday. So if you are a member and you didn't realize this, do it right now. Head to the main channel page of DSP Gaming, go to the membership tab. There's an exclusive membership tab there for members, and you'll see the post right there highlighted. And please post up your questions. Again, the more questions I get, the show's better, okay? All right. Then on Thursday night, we're going to be finishing up my Castlevania Anniversary Collection playthrough. That's Super Castlevania 4, which we are about more than halfway through, I would say. We're actually in Dracula's Castle now. So we're likely going to beat it Thursday night. Okay? And I hope that you guys will join me for that. It should be a fun time and a good way to end the playthrough. You know, it's a playthrough I've been doing for a couple of weeks. I really enjoy going through the classic Castlevanias. And I'm looking forward to the finale. Okay? Then on Friday, more Final Fantasy VII on the main stream. Okay? And then on the late stream on Friday, it's Capcom Fighting Collection for Friday Night Fights. All right? So this is all leading up to Saturday. And the big reveal is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This Saturday is a marathon special event. All right, if you're not aware. By the way, if you guys could stop talking bullshit in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Every time I look at the chat, it's idiots talking, oh, why does he need to ask the king? Oh, now it sounds like you're arguing with Phil. He's going to ban you. Shut up. Just shut up. You're fucking obnoxious, really. I'm trying to do a podcast, and I look down and everything in the chat is stupid. Just shut up if you're going to talk nonsense, okay? Okay, so this coming Saturday is a fun marathon event that you guys have been anticipating, okay? It's a result of hitting a members goal last month, which, by the way, we will talk about this month's members goal very soon. I have an update on that. We'll talk about it in a moment, okay? But this Saturday is my next React Marathon event. It's going to be a lot different from my previous React Marathon event. Because the last few that I did were all in relation to either documentaries or drama videos. First it was the Wings of Redemption Down the Rabbit Hole. Then it was my Down the Rabbit Hole. And then it was me reacting to the John and Howard video. But thank God we took a break from drama. Like, really, what was that? About 3 weeks, a month ago? I don't exactly remember when the last one was, okay? But basically, I'm just happy that we're separating ourselves from that now and doing something completely different. Really, for a while, after doing that for like a month and a half, I got tired of it, you know. And not to say that we won't go back to that shit, because I know people have been saying, are you going to do a documentary? Are you going to react to This Is How You Don't Play? I'm sure eventually we will. But for now, we're doing something completely different outside the box and trying something different, all right? So, this coming Saturday, I will be reacting to content from a YouTube channel that does something a lot different than the stuff that I'm usually cover. This channel covers things such as true supernatural stories, or at least documented supernatural stories, crime documentaries, you know, the history of like a murderer or something like that. Basically kind of like scary and or shocking content. This is a channel that's actually been around for a very long time. It's a long running and popular channel. This channel has millions of subscribers on YouTube. It was suggested to me by a viewer, and I reached out to the owner of the channel, and they said, yeah, absolutely, you can react to the content. And in fact, they gave me some suggestions. So what I would like to do is actually go ahead and give you a little bit of a primer about this channel and actually what this person said, like some recommendations. Okay, so you ready? So, let me find it here.
Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back, jabroni! Oh, no!
Wow, this guy does a lot of shit. Just listen to this. All right, so let me announce the channel and let me read what he said, because he's got so much content that he's done over the years that we're going to have like a ridiculous amount of shit to do, and we're probably going to be like just getting a taste of a little bit of all of it, and then be like, man, can't wait to go back, because it seems like this is really interesting stuff. All right, so the name of the channel, because I know you guys have been waiting, and I know you guys want to dive into the content and see what you want me to react to on Saturday, is Rob Gavigan, spelled Gavagan. He's got over 3 million subscribers. His videos get ridiculous amounts of views. So this guy is good at what he does. So here's what he basically says. He gave me a little bit of primer about his content, and I'm going to read it for you right now, because it sounds like this is his explanation of his content. Okay? So he says, as likely you're new to my content, let me explain a little bit in regards to how it's structured so you can get the most out of my content for when you make your own. First of all, he has a series that's called Seriously Strange. Okay? He says Seriously Strange is its own series, but it has become the main series to a number of spin-offs on my channel. Seriously Strange covers anything from bizarre phenomena to unsolved criminal cases. Sometimes it's a short list format, but lately it's been a single case that gets covered per each episode. Then there's Twisted Tens, which is usually the most shocking content that I do. Top 10 countdowns of disturbing events. Twisted Tens is a popular one for reaction channels, so you'd probably get the most bang for your buck with that series. Okay. Then he has Serial Killer Files. This focuses on looking into the life of a particular serial killer. Anatomy of Murder is very similar, but it focuses more on different types of murder outside of serial killings, like maybe a single homicide, a mass murder, or a killing spree. Jeez. Grim stuff. Then he has a series also that's called Truth or Tale. He says this is one that may do well to react to as well because it's basically a series of 5 cases. Some are real, but some are actually fiction. And then you and your audience can basically think about it and try to determine which is real. And then it'll be revealed at the end of the episode which ones were real and which ones were fake. Very few episodes of the series are currently produced, and it's on hiatus. So I guess he tried it a few times and didn't really go too far into it, right? So there you go. He says, there's some other sub-series that I've done, but based on reaction channels I've seen that have had success reacting to my content, these are probably your best bet, with Twisted Tens probably being the top, but you probably know your audience best. So there you go. I basically have permission to react to any of that kind of content on his channel. I don't know what else is on there. I go there and all the stuff that's popular is that kind of stuff. I don't know if he has like other shit on there, you know. Maybe he has like personal vlogs or something. Why would I react to that, right? So this is very different. And I know now that I've mentioned it, all right, you guys are probably going to go over there and start looking at the stuff and maybe, you know, stir up some of the stuff and say, oh, you should do this one. This was a really good one, or this is a really good one. I'd like to get your feedback over the course of the week. All right. And then on Saturday, we'll do some of these. All right. Pick them out and go through them. And see, you know, I mean, he's given good suggestions of the different series. He seems to be of the impression that Twisted Tens is the one that most people react to and like as a react style content. So maybe we would actually, you know, start with one of those and see how it goes, and maybe we could do other stuff too. All right. So that's what we're doing on Saturday for the react portion of the stream. But that's not all that we're doing. Okay. Saturday, we're going to have a level 1 podcast. During that podcast, we're going to order food for an episode of Feasting with the King. Now, you might say, well, Feasting with the King, what cuisine, what's going on with that, right? Well, let's talk, okay? There's going to be at least 2 options that we've already determined. Hello, Jasper Kitty. He just ran in here. You probably heard his jingling bell. One option is Szechuan Chinese. This is one that actually was very popular in the voting last time around. It didn't win, but I think it got 2nd place. So I figured let's bring back Szechuan Chinese as an option and give it another chance. But in addition, there's a few other things, okay, that we're going to have there as options. Jasper is now licking my head. One of them, I'm pink now, and now I can't get my camera to go unpink. I was trying to get it to go unpink, and it didn't work. Hold on. It seriously won't. Oh, that's better. I'd rather look a little washed out than bright pink. So, okay. So, Szechuan Chinese is option number 1. Option number 2 will be American barbecue. All right, last time around, or a couple times ago, we actually tried Hawaiian barbecue. And that was actually surprisingly, shockingly good. If you remember, it didn't look good. I thought it kind of looked like bland. I started eating it, and it was insanely full of flavor. I couldn't believe how good the Hawaiian barbecue was, okay? So, American barbecue will be the option this time. What's included in American barbecue? Lots of different things. You know, different kinds of you know, pork, beef, chicken, all kinds of stuff, and some traditional American sides, okay? Now, some other options. The 2 that I came up with. One would be gourmet burgers. And what I mean by that is there's some restaurants around here that actually do high-end burgers. I'm not talking fast food burgers. I'm not talking, you know, Five Guys or Habit Burger. I'm talking actual restaurant quality burger dishes that have unique things on the menu. And if that one ended up getting kind of voted in, what I would likely do is order like a couple of burgers to try with some sides and see how that goes. And then lastly, something that's kind of unique that I actually found, there's a place that does, okay, so obviously you think of a hot dog, you know what a hot dog is, right? But they do chicken variations of hot dogs. So like chicken tenders or other kinds of chicken on a giant hot dog bun with like condiments and things on top that make it taste, like elevated. It just seems unique to me. I've never had anything like that before, and I was curious how it would turn out. So those are kind of the ideas I had. Some people had some other ideas that I sadly looked into and they're not going to work. For example, someone said, what about Malaysian or Indonesian? I looked into that and there is no Malaysian or Indonesian restaurants near here. The closest one is an hour away. I'm not going to order food from there and end up getting ice cold food. Some people said, what about like Jamaican food, jerk chicken, that kind of stuff. Sadly, again, there's only one restaurant in my area that really does it, and they're not necessarily authentic. They're known as a tropical chain restaurant. You know what I mean? Like a theme restaurant. And I've eaten there before, and I've had their jerk chicken, and it's good, but it's not like, oh, this is an authentic Jamaican restaurant. It's more like, this is like an Americanized chain, Do you really want to be having like Olive Garden to represent Italian food? Of course you don't. So do I really want to be ordering from an Americanized chain to represent Jamaican food? Probably not. Or it's probably going to be Jamaican, it'll be Caribbean food, right? So probably not. So those are my ideas right now. Would be Szechuan Chinese, American barbecue, a gourmet burger of some type with maybe some sides, or these chicken dogs. All right. So unless someone else comes up with something, which maybe you guys will, I don't know, I'm probably going to take some of, if not all of those, and make a poll when I come back from my break on Thursday. And you guys will begin to vote Thursday morning through Saturday on what cuisine I'll be trying for Feasting with the King. And then on Saturday, we will order together in the morning like I always do. Okay. So here's how it's going to go. Level 1 podcast in the morning, then we order the food, then we start with some React content on the Rob Gavigan channel, all right? Likely we'll do some of these countdowns. You sent me the Twisted Tens or maybe one of these, true crime horror stories, true crime stories. Do some of that, and then at one point after a few hours of that, we're going to go and do Feasting with the King, or whatever had won the poll and we ordered, okay? We'll probably do a little bit more React content, and then to end the stream that day, we're going to end it just like we did when I did my Down the Rabbit Hole React, and what we're going to do is a fantasy match in WWE 2K22. All right, it's going to be an over-the-top rope 30-man fantasy battle royale. All right, and it will feature all kinds of characters, comic book, cartoon, pop culture celebrities, people from all walks of life, content creators on the internet will all be involved in this match. All right, I'm going to do my best to bring back some of the characters you guys really liked in the last one, but I'm going to bring in a lot of new characters as well. Okay, those matches take about 45 minutes to an hour to do because it takes I think it's like 90 seconds between each character coming into the match. So we'll see how it goes, but it went really well last time. You guys loved it, so I'd love to do another one of those to end the big event. Okay, so it's a marathon event of a podcast reacting to this kind of supernatural or murder mystery, or not murder mystery, but murder documentary stuff, Feasting with the King, and a fantasy match. It's going to be a really special day, and it should be a good fun and a lot of variety with no real gameplay during the day, okay? But that's only the first half of the week for me, all right? Then we're going to resume with ongoing gameplay on Sunday. So likely on Sunday, the main stream will probably be another session of Final Fantasy VII, and then on the late stream, likely it'll be more Zelda II, okay? And I still got Monday and Tuesday. Now, I think what we will do is we're going to go along with what you guys have asked for, and I'm probably going to begin my playthrough of Fable Anniversary Edition, okay? So, for variety purposes, it'll probably be pretty fun. We'll start up Fable Anniversary Edition maybe Monday. We could do it Sunday, too, if you guys really want, but I was thinking you probably want Final Fantasy more, and maybe we do Fable on Monday. And then maybe do another session of Capcom Fighting Collection Monday night, and then probably Tuesday, either Fable or Final Fantasy paired with more Zelda 2, and that's the streaming week, you see? By the way, that's only if 100% confirmed that Wednesday's my day off. As of now, I'm not 100% sure if it is. I think it is, but I have to check with my wife because it depends on her work schedule, too. So, we'll figure this out, but it looks like that's the week. So, good variety this week, because not only do we have the return of Ask the King, we got a crazy fun marathon coming up on Saturday, and then we've got good gameplay for the second half of the week, you see? So there you go. Hope that sounds good and exciting to all of you, all right? Now, keep in mind something. New releases are on the horizon, okay? The next slew of new releases hit on July 19th, and there's 2 of them. We've got Stray, the game where you control a cat in a futuristic landscape. Apparently all the humans are dead and robots rule the world, and it's your job to be like an investigative cat. I know that sounds weird, but basically you investigate crimes like you're a detective. On the very same day that game comes out is also a narrative-based game called As Dusk Falls. This is, if you can believe it, from the original team who made Heavy Rain over a decade ago, okay? Narrative-based game where your choices matter. It even has some of the actors from Heavy Rain in it. Yes, I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, the detective from Heavy Rain is actually in this game. So, I'm excited for those releases. But obviously, there's a ways to go. They come out on the 19th, 2 weeks from today, okay? So, in that case, obviously, we need stuff to do. So I'm glad that we already have the entire next week planned, and it sounds exciting. And then after that, we'll play it by ear and see if we want to mix anything up or we just want to continue on with the games I'm doing. We have so many different options. We could do Super Mario Brothers 2, which I told you guys I wanted to do. We could do another game off of PlayStation Plus Premium, because, by the way, I should mention this, because I forgot to mention this so far in the pre-stream today, or excuse me, on the podcast today. Today, I had to re-up my membership to PlayStation Plus Premium, which is weird, because last month, I told you guys when I got it and we explored it for the first time, I swear it had said that I had a membership through the 8th. But then this morning, I turned on my PS5, and it said I didn't have access to play Final Fantasy VII because my subscription had expired. And I was like, well, whatever, I guess. It's kind of weird. So I paid the $18 to get a month of PlayStation Plus Premium. So this includes not only me being able to play Final Fantasy VII, but also Stray is included for free if you have PlayStation Plus Premium. So why on earth would I not get it, right? And then pay full price for Stray when if I pay $18 for the month, I'm going to be able to play Final Fantasy VII and I get Stray when it comes out for free, right? That'd be pretty dumb of me to not get the subscription, at least for the month. Now, you might say, well, why did you only get the 1 month? Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, because I don't have a lot of money right now. If I had enough to drop on a year, I'd probably get the year. I just don't have the money. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I don't know if I want to keep PlayStation Plus Premium long term. We've been talking about this recently. When you look at all the subscription services, where's the value? And a lot of people in the last month have asked me, do I think that PlayStation Plus Premium has value to keep it ongoing? To which I say, well, it really depends on your perspective. All right. If you're looking for old school classic games like PlayStation 1 games, no, there's barely any on there. Really, there's very few on there. And I don't think the selection's good enough to be paying ongoing to have access to them. Okay. What about the streaming service? Well, if you have good internet and there's good games there on PS3 you're interested in playing, then I would say, yeah, I would argue the value is there. There's a ridiculous amount of PS3 games on there. And out of the ones I've tested, I'd say a significant amount of them work pretty well. Remember, I tested fighting games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. I've tried classic games like Oblivion. And Oblivion admittedly didn't run that well, but people would tell me that's because Oblivion doesn't run well on PS3. It actually has nothing to do with the streaming service. Oblivion was always a choppy mess on PS3. I played MotorStorm Apocalypse, and that game ran silky smooth. Like, seriously, it was, like, really good. And I was shocked at how good it ran. Because, like, a racing game, you would think that would be choppy. No, it was, like, really good performance. Okay? So it's basically kind of like, it's hit or miss depending on the game. Because if the game was running good on PS3, chances are it's going to run really well. There was one exception to that rule, Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption did not run well on the streaming service. It was choppy. When I was turning or moving, the frame rate would dip dramatically. And I was like, damn, how are you going to play this? You know, a game like Red Dead Redemption that runs really well. At least when I played it on Xbox 360, it ran really well. I don't know. Maybe the PS3 version just natively runs like shit. I don't know. I didn't play it on PS3. But, basically I played it and it didn't look good on the streaming service. So I was like, nah, that would be one I wouldn't want to stream. So it is kind of hit or miss, but for the most part, most of the games ran well, and I was shocked at how good a game like MotorStorm ran, okay? Now, if you did not have a PlayStation until, like, right now, like, if you missed out on the PS4 generation, or if you didn't have a PS5 till now, the value is huge, because a ton of PS4 and a lot of PS5 games are on this service, including some of the biggest ones like Demon's Souls and stuff. So you pay for the service, and you get all those games without having to buy them. Then the value's definitely there. You see, for someone like me who already bought a bunch of those games, it's hard to really justify the value in the long term, because it's like, well, I'm not going to benefit from any of the PS4 or PS5 games. The classic games, there's not enough. Really, for me, where the service excels would either be streaming of the PS3 games, or if they continuously add new games for free every month, like Game Pass does over on the Xbox side. But as of now, the only game that we're aware of that's going to be on there for free that I'm interested in is Stray. So this month makes sense for me to get the subscription at premium level to play Stray, to play Final Fantasy VII. But in a month's time, in early August, will I renew it? I don't know. I'll think about it. I guess let's see what happens over the course of this month. Let's enjoy PlayStation Plus Premium for a month. Let's see how it goes, and maybe I'll want to renew it next month, and maybe I won't, okay? I mean, ideally, I would just like to drop the one-time fee for a year, which is $120. Then it's only $10 a month. Now it's pretty good value. If you do it month by month, it's $18 a month. That's a lot more. It's almost double, okay? Then you have a hard time justifying it. For $10 a month, that's not that bad. So maybe if I ever end up getting enough money, I can just drop the $120 and lock it in for the whole year, okay? I guess we'll have to see. I mean, also, I'd probably like to do, that with Game Pass, because I pay monthly for Game Pass too, and I have gotten a lot of value out of Game Pass. You know, at the very same time, now that I think about it, I'm like, well, wait a minute, what value am I getting out of Game Pass this month? And I'm thinking about, I'm like, well, As Dusk Falls, that's the game that I'll be playing this month under Game Pass. But outside of that, probably nothing. You know, but there are a significant amount of games coming up for Game Pass in the next few months that I probably will benefit from. It's kind of funny. You got to be careful because this is what you fall into. Oh, well, I just let that auto renew every month. It's like, yeah, but what are you getting out of it this month? Did you check? You know, I finished Oblivion. Excuse me. I finished Skyrim. So I didn't need ongoing access to Skyrim anymore. I finished it, you know. So that's done. So what else do I really need access to on Game Pass? Well, As Dusk Falls is coming out. Okay, so it's justified for this month, but what about next month? Every month you got to kind of look and say, does it justify my re-upping of this membership? If I paid for the yearly, which is a big discount to get the yearly, then you don't have to worry about it month to month. You already just have it, you see? But the thing is, it's a lot of investment. You know, $120, I don't have $120 to just drop on something right now. I just don't, you know? All right, anyway, there you go. That's what's going on. This week is an exciting week, and then the rest of this month is an exciting month. Now that you know the name of the channel, Rob Gavigan, that I'll be reacting to on Saturday, I hope you guys will give it a look. And I would say obviously don't watch all the content, you know, unless you're okay with being already spoiled. Because I think I watched like 2 videos on the channel, and I liked both videos. I don't even remember what they were because it was over a month ago when I watched them. But I really liked the channel, and that's why I reached out to the guy and got permission to react to his stuff. It's up to you, you know, if you want to watch or not and spoil yourself. But what I would say is if you watch some stuff and you have some suggestions, okay, like Phil, maybe you should watch this Twisted Tens video. It's a really good one. Or you should watch this murder documentary. You know, this is a really good episode. I like recommendations, okay? Cool. All right. So that's that. That covers that. Now, normally, in this segment of the podcast, I would do shout-outs, okay? We have one shout-out to do because there's only been one contribution. So let's do it. It's Snow Carl. He tipped me $1.50, and he says the following. Since you know companies would never offer financially disadvantageous subscriptions for themselves, do you think you're naive in thinking Game Pass and PS Plus is a good deal? I think over time you'll end up paying more than you would just buying the games. I would say it's all about being informed and making informed purchases, okay? So again, for example, this month, if I don't have PlayStation Plus, one of the higher tier subscriptions, I have to buy Stray, okay? I know for a fact Stray costs more than $18, you see? So, in this case, this month, it makes sense to have it. If I end up getting the yearly subscription, $10 a month, all right? So that's $120 a year. Will I benefit? Will I play more than $120 worth of content in 1 year's time that's going to be available on the service, right? These are the questions you really have to ask. Same thing with Game Pass. I can tell you right now, since I started with Game Pass last summer when I got my Xbox Series X, I have played way more than I've paid. Because the Game Pass subscription, I want to say, is $15 a month, $16. And if you just think of the sheer amount of games that I've played under Game Pass, including the campaign of Halo Infinite, what was the game? Some of the games last year, Last Stop, Hades. Okay, I'm trying to think of the summertime games that we played last year. There was like 3 or 4 games just during the summer, and then heading into the fall there was 1 or 2. And then I've been playing Skyrim the entire time, which was 1. And then over the last few months, there's 1 or 2 others that I played. And now this month we've got As Dusk Falls. If you do the math and you add it up, probably if I bought all those games outright, it would have been probably arguably around $200 to $300, while having the $15 a month subscription, right, has been significantly less than that. Okay? Now, long term, you're absolutely right. Long term, I need to keep looking at these things. If I have these subscriptions and I'm not using them, I should be canceling them. Absolutely. Or if I can, like I said, if I can save up enough in order to get the yearly subscriptions, which are even cheaper. Because right now, like I said, I think I'm paying $15, $16 a month for Game Pass. But I think if you get the yearly subscription, it's around $10, $11 a month, so it's way less. Same thing here with PlayStation Plus Premium, $18 a month. But if you get the year, it's only $10 a month. That's way less. So then it's a no-brainer, right? Then it's an absolute no-brainer to get those services for the year. You're absolutely going to get enough value in 1 year's time. Even if I'm PS Plus Premium, if I never get another free new release game, just solely off the fact that I know in the next year, I'll likely be playing some of these older games. I'll likely be streaming some of the PS3 games because we have the ability to do it now. Like, I would love this year to go back and play MotorStorm Apocalypse. I would love to go back and play some of the Infamous games. You see? Because these are games that were not on my radar, but now they are because they're just readily available to play immediately. It's pretty nice to have that at your fingertips. Especially as a content creator like me, you know, a lot of money, a lot of disposable income to just be tossing at games all the time. So this is a good way to have a library of stuff available at all times, you see? It's pretty nice. Okay, so Snowcrawl took another $1.50 says, considering the huge increase in cost for non-American supporters, exchange rates are now in favor of the US dollar. Do you consider going back to allowing $1 minimum tips? No, and stop making bad, silly suggestions. Yes, at a time when I literally have admitted to you guys that I have been for the last couple of months living paycheck to paycheck, let's make it so that I make less on my streams. That sounds like a great idea, Snowcar. Wow, what a genius. Oh my God. How about this? I run the streams in the business. You watch. You choose if you want to support, and thanks if you do. Stop questioning the way I do my business. All right? You don't run it. I do. And you're being ridiculous now. Come on. Jeez. Okay. Yes, Snowcrawl was banned. He was. A long time ago. Anyway. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for shout-outs. I take that back. Thanos just hit me $1.50, says, your thoughts on Final Fantasy X. When I played it many years ago in the Final Fantasy X HD collection for PlayStation 3, I thought that it was pretty good. Although admittedly the plot is kind of ridiculous and all over the place and nonsensical. I'll be honest, like by the time the game ended, I was like, huh? Like that's really the plot? But I think that the gameplay is quite good, and I like the amount of content in the game. I enjoyed the combat system once I got used to it, and the character system, you know, how the characters play a little differently. I liked it. In general, I enjoyed Final Fantasy X. I did. I thought it was a good playthrough. I enjoyed the game in general. I just thought that the plot could have been a lot better. But outside of that, I know a lot of people consider Final Fantasy X a classic. That was the first Final Fantasy game on PS2. Much like how Final Fantasy VII that we're playing today was the first PS1 Final Fantasy. Well, Final Fantasy X was the game that took it to the next console, so a lot of people hold that one in really high nostalgic regard, right? Okay, thank you, Thanos. All right, so that's all the shout-outs we've got. That's it. So I will now open the stream to some Q&A. If you would like to talk and get a little bit of question and answer, please tag me in the stream chat. We'll end the pre-stream in this manner. Or, excuse me, we'll end the podcast in this manner. I got to remember, this is not the pre-stream, this is the podcast. Damascus Onion says, what do you think about YouTube considering demonetization changes to React content? I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard anyone say anything like that. Sounds like drama to me. Personally, it depends, in my opinion. Like, I think there's React content that absolutely positively is valid. And then I think that there's React content that is complete fluff and shit. So, but first I've heard of it. Sounds like drama to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. How was Jasper with the fireworks last night? There were fireworks at 3 a.m. again. And then there were fireworks at fucking 4 a.m. again. But I think what it is now they've been going off for like 2-3 days in a row. So he's more used to it. So like we all woke up, we're like, oh shit, and then we kind of went right back to sleep. So luckily, it wasn't that big of a deal. Still annoying as fuck to be woken up at 3 and 4 in the morning as assholes outside, but what can you do? Assholes will be fucking assholes. Happy Tuesday, Guts. How you doing? How do you practice parry timing in third strike, which seems tight? It's literally just practice. Like, you know, back in the day, playing against as many people as I possibly could in arcades and in tournaments, and trying to parry things as much as I could. You know, and it's repetition. It just really is. It's playing enough that you recognize visually and audibly. Audibly, not audibly, audibly. So what you see and what you hear triggers, you know, oh, I know I got to parry at this timing. So for example, over the years of me playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, when I'm fighting either Dudley or Alex, I know that at any time during a match, people tend to use these moves that are full screen EX moves. With Dudley, it's the one where he dashes forward, does the EX punches. With Alex, it's the one where he dashes forward, does the EX elbow. And I know, with Alex, it's 2 hits. Elbow, elbow. I know the timing. You go blump, blump, and then you can counter hit him. With Dudley, it's a lot more complicated. He dashes, he's like doom, 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 doom. I just memorized that in my head, all those hits. And then once you've done it through muscle memory, as soon as you see or hear those attacks coming out, you can start to parry them on reaction. But it takes a lot of practice. It really does. And then there's a lot of guessing involved too, because sometimes you got to try to bait parries in third strike. So there's just a ton to it. It's not easily explainable, but it's basically practice, practice, practice. Play as much as you can in a game like that. No, J-Dog, I have not considered going back to buying physical copies of games to take advantage of trading credit. First of all, trading credit is a joke. In the modern day, trading credit is abysmally small. Back in the day, when I used to do that, there was a good reason to do it. I would go to, let's say, for example, GameStop. And I would go on a release day, Tuesday morning, and I would buy 3 games that week. Within that week, I would play the living shit out of those games offline. I wasn't streaming. So I'd play them offline, beat them within a week, and trade them back in the next week. When I used to do that, there used to be these stacking bonuses. Oh, trade in more than 1 game at a time, get a bonus. Trade in a new release at a time, get a bonus. Oh, special promotion this week, get a bonus. And when you did that, sometimes you could get upwards of 50% or more trading credit towards trading in games. So it was huge. It was worth it. Today, you go to trade in a game you just spent $60-$70 on, you'll get like $15. No one gives good value back for trading games. Now, there's the other factor to this as well. All right? When you're getting digital games, all right, you could get a game at release, pre-order it, buy it ahead of time, preload it, and it is good to go the moment you want to play it on release day. As opposed to, I need a physical copy. So now I order it and I gotta wait for it to get delivered on release day, and who knows when it's gonna show up, because delivery services don't just show up the same time. They don't. They show up whenever. Might get it in the morning, might get it at 8 at night. You don't know. In addition to that, maybe instead of that, you decide to go to the store. Now you gotta drive. Well, guess what? Not everyone has freedom to just drive around whenever they want. My wife has a job. She frequently is taking the car. So I don't know if I'm gonna have availability of the car on any given release day. You don't know if the game will be available the night before or the day of. Most places out here do not do midnight releases anymore. They did away with them during COVID. So midnight release is a thing of the past. You just show up the morning of the game release to get your game. So now imagine on release day having to drive across town. My closest GameStop to me, all right, is about 30 minutes away. So now I have to drive 30 minutes, pick up the game, drive back. So that's an hour of driving before I can even turn on my stream and play a new release for you guys. By the way, do you even need me to start talking about gas prices right now? So even though you may think, so you buy the game for 60, you can get like 15 back. Yeah, but now my streams are constantly late. I'm at the mercy of traffic and having availability of a car, and I have to pay for gas to drive to and from the game store. It's not worth it. It's not. You know, there may be some situations where it is, but there's just no way. You know what I'm saying? There's just no way to really make it viable anymore. There were, in the past there was, but not anymore, okay? By the way, so before we get ahead of ourselves, I forgot to talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, we had our final members drop for the month. And what I mean by that is all those gifted memberships that came in early June have now happened and expired. As you can see, we went from like 500 something down to 483 members, okay? This is good, actually, because now we're not going to see any more significant dips. Basically, what we've got is what we've got, and it's going to be more organic now to get natural growth of members for this month, okay? So what is the goal for July? 540 members. Yes, I fully believe with the content I'm putting out this month, we can hit that, especially with people gifting memberships, which is very much possible, okay? What is the reward if we hit 540 members this month? If we hit 540 members this month, I'm coming out of the closet. After I go in there and I look around to see what's in there, and I bring stuff out to present to you. All right? We're going to do a special marathon where I'm going to go into my closet and search through all the stuff that's in there. So, for a little bit of background here, okay? I used to live in Connecticut. I was a content creator in Connecticut from the years of 2008 through 2014, okay? One point, I was living with my parents. Then I got my own place. I think it was 2009. I can't even remember. And I lived in this condo from around 2009 to around 2014, to which I moved here. So about 4 or 5 years of my life, I moved across the country, okay? When I moved, I gave away a ton of my shit. And I had a lot of stuff. I had classic games. I had collectibles and statues. I had equipment. I just gave away as much as I could before I moved. But there was a lot of stuff that I didn't give away. And I packed it up. I moved it across the country with me. Then when I moved here, that first year of 2014, I spent a ton of money building my business up in this office, new equipment and everything, all right? Basically what happened was in the jumble of like a 2-year span, I got a lot of shit that accumulated that I didn't want to really deal with and just got tossed into this closet. Now, over the years that I've lived here, 8 years, all right, things have accumulated in this closet. For example, holiday decorations, different various console equipment, headphones, cables, capture devices, and or miscellaneous capture software. I have bins, tons of bins in this closet that have literally been closed since I moved 8 years ago, and I've never opened. And I know for a fact there's probably stuff in there that we could take out and use, whether it's stuff we can use as decorations on the stream, maybe there's games to play, maybe there's equipment. I don't even know. I won't know until I go in there. You know, there's tons of shit in this closet to go through. Just looking right now, I see a guidebook for Seattle. I see a strategy guide. I see Halloween and Christmas decorations. I see a special light. I see a bin down there that looks like it has my portable hard drives that I used to have, external hard drive, to store my original videos from YouTube over 10 years ago. Sitting right there in a bin. I could see one through the bin. Okay? In reality, I don't actually know what's in there. There may be stuff in there of value that I can use on stream. There may be stuff that I just want to throw out. So likely what we will do during this event is I will have a garbage bag and just anything that's junk, toss it in the bag, get rid of it. But there's other shit in there. Whoa! Holy, what the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, Emil H just dropped a 50-member bomb on the chat. Fucking 50. That is by far the most we've ever seen. And a ton of people are accepting right now. That is tremendous. Emil, first of all, good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. I don't think you've been around for a bit. Thank you for the support. This is crazy. I don't even know if I can read out all these names. Everyone is accepting them. Dude, everyone is getting a gifted membership right now. Holy shit. God damn. Look at all these people getting it. Wow. Did it end yet? Because I'm gonna try to shout out as many as I can, and then of course we're gonna check and see how many members we're at. All right. Seriously, there's people are saying they didn't get one. There's 50 gifted, you didn't get one? All right. First of all, let's do the shout out because this is a crazy shout out. All right. 50 memberships. Ready? Congratulations to the following people. Oh my God. Ryan Wilson, Ultrasonic Assquake, Alrond, Orison, Sven, Alt, Anderson, Golden Colts Backup, Brian Larson, Dead Iron, Super Mario Sunshine Fan, Max 13, Randy Disher, Charlie, Zamfir Mahai, Ethan Redfield, Eppin Pippi, Ryan, Graves Fiend 696, D-Man Games, Easy Peasy 91, Noah J, Question, Ripper, Chief Big Canoe, John Storch, T. Clark Gaming Underground, Charles Gabriel Perrin Dupree, Johnny Boy, Derpy LaDerp, Kathy Schmertz, Spanky RTG EG18, Nishi Tiki Toki Toki Toki, Big Ocho, Emer Smith, Hipster in Seattle, Ruffles, Random Michael, Paul Cross, Harold Lee, A Dead Warrior Soul, Betty Swallix, Nicholas A, Eddie Cabrera, Jaboris, Jade Van Zyl, a bunch of kanji I can't read, Always Sleepy, We Too Low, Ron Doyle, Ban All Bernsteins, and Shambles the Cat. That's what it says. Now, that doesn't sound like 50 to me. I don't know if everyone was able to accept one or not. What I can do now is check. Let me check and see what we're at for memberships. Because that definitely would have boosted us significantly. And then we could update the total here. Thank you, Ebil. Appreciate that very, very much, man. $533. Wow. We went from 483 to 533 just like that. Boom. Well, goddamn. We only need 7 members for me to come out of the closet. Damn. That was a jump. Well, thank you, email. That will help out a lot, and I really appreciate that. Okay. Stuart says, wow, someone really wants to see Phil clean his closet. Gaspavelli re-upped his membership. For 12 months, he's lucky number 7. Number 7? No, it's 12. Gaspavelli claims you've been here for a year. That's what it says. Not 7. Maybe it's a 7-month streak, but 12 months in total, it says. Yes, you have to opt in to receive a gifted membership. There should be a pop-up to do that. Duh. Okay. Jasper Kitty. Would you like a membership, Jasper Kitty? Oh, he says he doesn't like streams. He doesn't watch them. Okay. So anyway, obviously awesome. Thank you, email. We are so close now to cleaning out the closet. All right, which will be the next marathon event. When would that be? Likely either late July or early August, but we'll see. You know, July 9th, this Saturday, is the first one. We'll see how things go this month. Maybe we'd want to do it by the end of the month. We could. Okay? Very nice. All right. So there you go. Oops. Clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. Now, thank you all for the support. Appreciate that. Reminder, tomorrow's my day off. If you are thinking of supporting the stream today, I would say the best way to support the stream would be by tipping me. Tips I can use immediately for things. I wasn't expecting to have to buy my PlayStation Plus Premium membership this morning. I thought it was going to last a few more days. It didn't. So any tips today would be greatly appreciated to help me for my day off tomorrow and to pay some big bills coming up next week. Thanks in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Everything's appreciated, you know? And I want to say thank you, email. That was amazing. Holy crap, we've almost hit the goal for the month already, and I really appreciate that. So now I would say if anyone else has the option to choose, I'd like to support the stream today. We just got a ridiculous amount of members. How should I help? I would say tips would be the way to do it for the rest of the stream if you could, okay? It would be great to hit some of these tip goals for today. All right, guys, I think we'll end the Level 1 podcast here. I actually have to... Emo just gifted 10 more memberships. Emo just gifted 10 more memberships. Congratulations to Chef D, Voland, Kyler, Frog, Mango, Kevin Flash 2, Guts, Casey Stage, 1979 Samsung, and someone's name who just scrolled off the screen. It was Jonathan O'Brien. So, stands to reason that we've now hit the monthly members goal. Let's take a look. Holy crap. Was I expected to do it all in one morning? No, absolutely not. I was not.
There's that organic growth I was talking about. Let's look at that
yeah,
organic
we've done it.
growth.
543. We hit it. Now, I guess the question now is, do I set up a tier 2 goal? And if I do, what the hell do I set up? Right? We're at 543 right now. I guess the question is, what would you guys like to see? By the way, Burnt Zapato is our Burnt Zapato did do a super chat. He says, if you find your PS Vita in your closet, can I buy it off of you? I have no idea what's in there, so let's see what's in there first, then we'll discuss stuff. I have no idea what the hell's in that closet. Seriously. Okay. Anyway, what's up, Jade? Good to see you. So we hit our tier 1 goal. What now? I guess what we need to do, right? Shouldn't we brainstorm? We should brainstorm what you guys want to see for a tier 2 members goal. What kind of rewards would you guys like to see? We already got the marathon locked in. The closet cleaning event is going to happen. So now I guess the question is, what would be tier 2? We got to think about it. Okay? All right. Now, I need to use the restroom. So let's end the Level 1 podcast. Thank you guys for a great podcast. Let's take a quick break for me to use the restroom. When we come back, Final Fantasy VII continues. Remember, if we keep up attendance, engagement, support for this playthrough, I will keep it as a mainstay as the daytime streams. Let's see what happens today. I hope it stays popular because I really enjoyed it last time. And let's see where it goes. All right, guys. Thank you. Great podcast. Until next time.
We're not finished, guys. We're not finished.
Okay.
We are not done.
I'm going to not click a damn thing until this records, because when I click stop recording now, it shows in OBS in the corner that it says, oh, it's recording right now. Okay, just finished. I'm trying to minimize my risk of having any kind of file corruption. Because after yesterday, I'm pretty upset that things are continuously corrupting. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm definitely going to, take my time and wait between the videos, and hopefully I can avoid it.
Give me a second, guys. He's about to disappear to his heart. Two things. Now
There we are. I think I'm slightly off.
Still playing bingo. We are still playing.
Wait a minute. What color is that? Is that blue? It is. I want green. I must have selected the wrong one last night. There we go. Green. Green border. Camera's slightly too big.
We are still playing bingo.
Ugh, it's being a pain in my ass.
I'll explain to you when he's away in break.
It basically won't let me resize it right. It's being stupid. There. Okay, that's better. All right, guys. So, let us go on a quick break. All right, I got to use the bathroom. When I come back from a few minutes break here, Final Fantasy VII continues. So please be patient. I will be a few minutes. Nature calls, but I'll be back shortly, and then we'll start with gameplay. All right, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, he's muted himself, and he's probably going to play music. Because if he is, I'm going to mute.
Revenue, I'm afraid I'm going to lose things. I might lose my house if I can't pay my mortgage, right? What's going on? So, what did I do? I did something smart.
I haven't done anything.
That
was all him. What the hell? Okay, he's playing music. And that was all Phil's in, by the way. I'm surprised I don't have a soundboard today. I'm surprised too, DJ Dino, I really am. Now listen, the game's not over. Until Phil hits record for the start of gameplay, we are still playing. He still might say, for example, interactive. He still might say interactive. He still might play the soundboard randomly, we don't know. He might say derail. He might say that being said. We don't know yet, but until he hits record for the start of gameplay, we are still playing damn bingo. Let's see if we can get as much as possible. Sadly, it's not going to be a full card, it looks like. We're still get that elusive full bingo card. It still eludes us to this day. It's a shame. But one day, we're going to get a full bingo card completed, and someone in chat will be able to win a wee prize from me. As a way of giving back. I'd love to be able to give someone a prize one time for a bingo, especially for all the support I get from you guys, man. Is it? You guys support us brilliantly. I really do appreciate everyone turning up and enjoying themselves. It's kind of hard for me to try and, you know, also I'm trying to be quiet a lot of the time anyway as Phil rambles on, just to make sure I don't miss anything. I don't want to talk over him as well. I'm saying I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. So I'm also trying to keep an eye on chat and see if I can contribute and talk to you guys in chat, but at the same time I just don't want to miss Phil doing a bingo thing, you know. We're playing bingo and it's the last thing we're doing, boys. It's like Jumanji, yeah. But yeah, guys, we're just waiting for Phil to come back from the bathroom break, and I just find it fucking hilarious. He's talking about how great is the massive sub dropped as of the last of them have expired. So now we can get that organic growth, and what happens? One person gifts 60 subs. That is no organic growth, Phil. That is the opposite of organic growth. Now in a month's time, we're going to drop another 60 in one day. So it's the 5th of July now, so I guess in the 4th of August or 5th of August, maybe even the 6th of August, I don't know, it's going to expire and T will drop 60 just like that, gone. So yeah, and by the way, I'm sorry if people got confused with the soundboard earlier on. I've got things on the signs like, you know,
shut up, bitch!
I've got that, and anytime we get a bingo, I do the horns. And Phil's annoying me. I've got a bunch of different like things telling shut up, like
shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
Or this.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
And yeah, as soon as I see his hair, I just play this.
Go back to Supercuts and get your $5 back, jabroni! Oh no!
But yeah, I really need to update the soundboard and add a couple of new things to it, or even take out a couple of things. I got tons of different wee ones on there. It's just nice to have it as an option, especially if Phil's particularly boring. Then you can add the rock sign, the big slow. Yes, that's a big show slight. Not really related to Phil, is it? Although he is quite slow in the head. I'm gone, that last one, yeah. I've got tons, you know, like, I said I've got tons. I've got like 10. I've got, I mean, if Phil does something with a fellow Scott brother, I have found you. War Dog Leader, we've talked before, buddy. You know I exist. We've communicated in the past, pal. You know me, I know you. You know, you're the king of suffering. we know one another. Not just because we're Scottish, we've communicated. Well, like Carl says, not sure why DSP is so excited over memberships. YouTube takes 30% of that, so technically he's losing money if it would have been tipped. That's a very good point. Yeah, oh, it's you. He sounds so disappointed. Oh shit, it's just that guy, oh well. Oh, for God's sake, it's good to see you, War Dog, man. I hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. It's just that prick. Ah, for fuck's sake. I thought it was someone new. Ah, shit. Hell. But yeah, it's been a good bingo. It's been a very good bingo. As I said, we've got 3 times bingo. We might get more, depending if Phil says anything or does anything before he actually starts the gameplay. Because that's what I'm saying, we play until he hits record on gameplay. I think it's a fair thing to do. Technically, everything's up for grabs until we hit record on that damn gameplay. And then just fucking bolt, because who fucking cares what the goddamn gameplay? Who gives a shit about the fucking gameplay? I mean, it's like, who wants to watch Phil play a game? That's not why we tune in. I'm doing well, seen the stream card when Frogger was watching the shrink of it. Alright, cool. Nice one. Yeah, the Frogger, this is the thing, I don't like Twitch too much. Ever since Frogger moved to Twitch, I don't like Twitch. I mean, I have a Twitch, I have an account on Twitch. I just don't like it. So, because Frogger just streams on Twitch now, I don't want to see him. It's not because of him, it's just because of Twitch. I don't like Twitch. I hope Frogger's doing well. It's been a while since I've been in a Frogger stream. Yeah, and Anne's had to move to Twitch just now, of course, yeah, exactly. And Dashy's trying to think of more WWF insults. I said, this is one of my favourite ones. If Phil's being particularly annoying, I'll just use this one.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
I've got quite a few shut up ones, whatever, you know. But yeah. Like Carl, he wants to double and triple tip. That's what I'm saying. Phil's priority is getting financial satisfaction immediately, and tips cover that. Obviously, he's got a big, massive gift sub bomb there, you know, the gifted memberships, and that'll be decent money for Phil when he gets it in like a. I don't think he'll get it this month, but next month, I imagine. And got his subs instantly. I'm glad Anne's bouncing back well on Twitch at least, man. I can't believe Anne got. You know, that's a really surprising one for me, because I thought particularly that it was only the direct restreamers that weren't. Anne does her own stuff a lot of the time and are quite transformative, so I'm really surprised Anne got targeted. I can understand how they could have got it. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I'm glad Anne. Actually, what's the name of is he known as Anne1337 on Twitch as well? I could share a link. Because I shared a link to his Odyssey earlier on. I might still have it. Yeah, we know his Odyssey. That's his Odyssey channel. He's basically said fuck it about not making money off him, so now he's making money. He's ANG1337 on Twitch. Okay, thank you, World Leader. So there you go. If you want to find Anne on Twitch, he's on there as ANG1337. There you go, people. If you're missing your Anne, go find him on Twitch. We're still waiting for Phil to get back from this piss break, or shit break, or whatever the fuck. He's only got $3 in tips, so not a great tipping day so far, and apparently he really needs that money for his day off tomorrow. I like how he used the PlayStation Plus premium thing. He spent $18 on it just so he could play. He could keep playing games today, and he's trying to use that as an excuse for how he needs tips. Like, I can't think of anything Phil would spend $18 on in real life, other than maybe at one pool in WWE Champions. But it's not as if he's going to fucking like go to the shop tomorrow and think I can't get my fucking cherry juice or my gout because I don't have that $18 that I would use to buy it, and then fuck off. Phil is a very expensive person to maintain his lifestyle. He's going to need a lot more than $18. It's just a sad situation in his life. I'm keeping an eye on his chat. King Gawkins turned up, so it looks like King Gawkins couldn't even be arsed to be there for the pre-stream. Although technically it's not a pre-stream anymore, it's a fucking podcast, even though it's not a fucking podcast. Load of shite. Crazy. Oh, for goodness sake, Dashy, are you recommending me clips? I'll check out after I'm finished streaming, Dashy, I promise. I'll go back and click on the link and I'll check out after. I promise. But yeah. I was looking at our own and I was thinking of getting a couple more sound bits, like just like Homer saying boring. There's a classic sound bit of just Homer Simpson going boring, but yeah. We'll see. But yeah. This has been quite a good bingo though. I mean, it's quite a good turnout as well, you know. It's good to see some new faces, a couple of new faces to the bingo. I think Cadsper is one of the first ones he turned up for. And obviously, that's what I'm saying. I used to see him all the time in Frogger stream, so maybe that's why I had a couple of folk turn up from Frogger stream as well, because, you know, like, I don't know if they came across me or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, we're just having fun. It's like, we're trying to make his pre-streams more bearable. And we're trying to turn his boring shit into a strange wee game. Plus, that's what I'm saying, if we ever fill a full bingo card, someone in chat will win a prize, courtesy of me, of an Amazon gift card worth £25. But it's never happened. The closest we've come is 23 out of 25. We will get a full 25 out of 25 one time, I'm sure. But the thing that really hurts us is obviously we don't just pick our own card. I mean, we let RNG pick the card. We have all these different kind of DSP-isms and all that shit, and obviously some are great and some are a bit more obscure, which is why it makes it a challenge. We've got 3 separate bingos so far, but as good as that is, it could be better. And we've had like 5 or 6 before. Remember, we have had some crazy bingo games before. But it looked like we were actually going to hit all 25 and it just never happened. Where the hell is this fucking idiot still on the shitter? Fucking moron with his dumbass music. Yeah, I've got no idea what fucking happened when he first went on break. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck he was playing. It's like he was trying to play his own fucking shitty music and it just instead went straight to one of his weird rants about how he's like he knows what he's doing. Money. What the fuck was that? Where you know it's from? I mean, obviously it's Phil, but I don't know. It's an old video or whatever. Ah, Christ, man. Technically, Phil has earned $4.50 in tips because each tip was like $1.50. Well, you know, it's Phil, so he logs it as $3. I don't understand why he's so hurt about the idea of lowering the tips minimum to $1. I think Phil would get a lot more in tips in general, not just troll tips, but I think he would get regular fans that might tip more regularly just because it's only $1. I mean, I don't fucking have any limitations on what people can fucking contribute to me. At least I don't think I do. If I do, it's not intentional. I'm just happy to get with anything. If anybody ever wants to fucking give anything, I'm just happy to receive anything. You know, Phil just acts like such an ungrateful wee dick. He really is, man. He just got 60 gifted subs, so he immediately hit his members goal. And within the space of like 3 minutes, he's talking about, guys, if you're going to support me, please tip. It's my day off tomorrow. I need that money for tomorrow for my day off. I had to spend this on PlayStation Premium, whatever, so I need money for my day off. Give me a fucking break. You just got 60 gifted subs, and then immediately you're saying, I need tips, so. I mean, if I was in that situation, I'd be fucking buzzing. I mean, also, I wouldn't get the money straight away, but I'd know I'd be due that money eventually. That money would be my money eventually if I was in that situation. Rub my hands in glee. Who's worse, DSP or Boris? They are both terrible for different reasons. Boris Johnson... There is nothing redeeming whatsoever about Boris Johnson. The fact that he got voted to be a leader of a country... In fact, he wasn't really, was he? Well, did he? Has Boris Johnson ever actually won an actual election? I think he has, actually. Obviously, he gained the leadership at first when Theresa May stepped down. So he kind of just like inherited it from within. But then wasn't there a general election, and because Labour are just so fucking bad in the UK, it's like the English are still like, I'd rather have Boris than Labour. Yeah, fuck man, I know actually, I said Dash, I remember you saying earlier on that like 2 major UK politicians have resigned from the cabinet. And that's like interesting news, you know. For me, interesting anyway. Fucking most people in here probably won't care about UK politics. Even people who live in the UK, a lot of them don't care about UK politics. But it's also interesting to see, you know, if these are big names within his own cabinet that are going. And it's like, what's going to happen to Boris? Like, his strongest supporters are just abandoning him, essentially. So is Boris going to be okay? Who's going to replace these people with Boris? It looks like they're leaving just because Boris has made it untenable for them. But this is the leadership of the UK right now. The fucking people in charge are falling apart, it seems. Empty Toast says, yeah, he has, God knows how. He sucked at being mayor, he sucks at being PM. Only thing he's ever done well is appointing the biggest wank in history as Chancellor and run the country into the floor. Hi Jad, hi Empty Toast, how you doing? I mean, this is the thing, obviously most people in Scotland can't stand Boris Johnson, but it is what it is. The English wanted him for the most part, and so the UK get him because the English wanted him. Well, not all the English obviously, but the majority of the English wanted him. But it is what it is. But it's just kind of funny how it works, how the fucking voting map and shit works, you know. We'll see what happens, like, politically, I guess. It's a weird one, but I don't know. Like, it's one of those things. Like, who would you trust to be in charge of the country if not Boris? Like, I don't like the Tories to begin with. You know what I mean? So they'd still be in charge until an election happens. And then it's about the point of, like, is there anyone competent enough at Labour to actually do a good job? Nobody takes Lib Dem seriously. And no one else takes anyone else seriously. That's what I'm saying. Is nobody can be trusted politically, I think, in the UK. Oh, fuck off. I don't want to be PM. I'd hate being fucking PM, man. Oh, Phil's back. Let me unmute and rewind. We're still playing, remember, until he hits record.
Okay, guys, I'm back, and Jasper's in my chair. Jasper, how could you? Just because I was using the restroom. Nature called doesn't mean you steal my seat. How dare you? How dare you? I have to fight him to get him out of my chair. He won't leave. Come on. Ha. Ho, ha, ho, ha, ho, ha, ha. Take this. Take this. And this. And some of this.
Just tip the fucking chair, you moron.
Ah. He won't get out of my seat. Would you get out of my seat? Come on, move your booty. Get out of here. Come on. He won't move. He won't move. He won't leave. Jasper doesn't want me to play Final Fantasy VII. He refuses to leave. Come on. Come on, Jasper Kitty. Come on. You want me to play? I need to play the game. Come on, man. Jasper, come on. He won't get up. He won't get up. He's going to fight me. He's going to fight me. Oh, my goodness. Jasper Kitty. How dare you? This is the hidden boss fight. Yes. Jasper.
Let me see if I can actually move this a wee bit for you.
What if I spin the chair? You think he'll get up if I spin the chair? Let's see. Ready? We spin to win. Spin. He's not getting up. He's staying in the chair. He won't get up. He's like, oh, he's liking it. It's like a ride. He likes it. He's looking all around. He likes the spin. Look. He likes it. Jasper, come on, man. Come on, man. I got him playing Final Fantasy. Let's go. Let's go, Buster. All right, he finally got up. Oh, my God. Okay. Thanks for keeping it warm for me.
Temporary solution, but so you can see.
Holy moly. That was funny. That was pretty darn funny. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, my controller's on the floor. Son of a bitch. Now I got to get up and go get it. All right.
You need to say derail. He actually needs to say the word derail.
Holy moly. He took off now. All right, guys. Let's get started with Final Fantasy VII. Let's continue. Remember, we just arrived at the slums. We need to start investigating the slums, see what's going on there. I know for a fact there's a lot to do there. At the same time, in this game, there's a lot less to do than in the remake. In the remake, they really elaborated on this area and made it really lengthy. Like 90% of the characters from the slums in the remake don't exist in the original game. So there should definitely be a more abridged version of what we did a couple of years ago. Thank you. Obviously, email, insanely huge amount of gifted memberships today, 60. Thank you, email, for that. Because of that, we did hit the members goal for July. We are going to be doing a Phil comes out of the closet event, either in late July or early August. We'll see. All right. We'll debate doing a tier 2 members goal at some point if we can think of something good to do. Right now, I really don't have any idea, so I don't want to really overpromise and underdeliver, but let's see. If you are going to support the stream today, I would ask if you could please tip me. Tipping would be great. Like I said, number one, we get continued viewership, engagement, support of the Final Fantasy VII streams. I will keep them as main streams, and I would love to do that. And also, I really would appreciate help with tips right now. It would help for my day off tomorrow, and also with some upcoming bills coming up this next week. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports the stream. Okay. Yes, Mango, because I made a joke about coming out of the closet. He says it's casual homophobia. Okay, maybe you're just a sensitive little sissy. How about that? All right. Maybe it's time to not be completely upset by every possible thing that everyone says on the internet. Maybe it's time to grow the fuck up a little bit, okay?
That may actually get him in trouble.
Thanks a lot for that. All right. It's kind of like when the movie, go watch the movie PCU. Boy, was that movie prophetic. The movie PCU is a comedy, but it's prophetic, where it takes place on a university campus, and literally there's all these different protest groups that literally protest about every possible little fucking thing on the planet. And by the end of the movie, all right, they basically make those protest groups protest about not protesting. Like they start protesting, we're not gonna protest. We're not gonna protest. We're not gonna protest. And they start going crazy. Of course I've seen PCU. That movie's amazing. That's where Jon Favreau is an actor, not a director. That's where it has George Clinton and his whole band, the whole, you know, the Parliament Funkadelic. Oh my god, that movie is really good. Okay. Incredibly good movie. Alright, we ready to resume? And by the way, you guys let me know how the volume levels are, if it's too loud or whatever, okay?
Loud as shit, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Ready? Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen.
He is recording for YouTube now. That is the game over for Bingo. Let me fucking move this shit back. Let's see if I can just control Z this shit. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control. There we go. We're fucking back to where we were. Good stuff. So yeah, he started recording for fucking YouTube, not shit for his gameplay. So that is going to be the end of the bingo. We've got 3 times bingo. From the very left-hand column, got on demand would be great, arm flail, hands through the hair, and time. And from left to right down the 4th row down, we've got hands through the hair, help, Y/T-pose, excited and honest. Then diagonally from top left to bottom right, which was our first bingo of the day, on demand, react, snort, excited and bills. So there we go, we got a triple bingo today. Still, I guess a good card. It could have been a bit better, obviously. I mean, obviously, a shame it wasn't 25 out of 25. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do, dude. You know, it is. It's just lie tactics. Use whatever excuse you can think of. But yeah, guys, it was a very good bingo, guys. A good turnout for it. A good few people turned up. You know, so it's a couple of new names, whatever. Some old names that I recognise. You know, so it's good to see folk. You know, and I'm glad that people joined in, helped with the bingo, and kept me right in things I missed, because I missed a couple as well. But yeah, I do appreciate all the help, guys. I appreciate the turnout. You know, I appreciate support. People are still subbing and everything else, and obviously people can contribute when they can. Not a problem for me if people do or not, you know what I mean? So it's just, as I said, I'm just happy to get any support I can from people. I will be, well, that's the thing, Phil's off tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I was thinking of playing, I've got 2 options. I could do Quiplash and do a DSP Gaming Quiplash special edition crap. Or I could just do something different, which is just not DSP. I could play Grand Theft Auto 5. So I'm doing Chaos Mod on Grand Theft Auto 5, which is, I'm enjoying doing. But it's one of those things where it's a kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's not DSP content, so not a lot of people like it. Well, I don't know if like it's the right thing to say. People would probably be alright with it, but at the same time, it's not DSP related, so it wouldn't get that much interest. But I still might end up doing it, you know. And it's been like almost 2 weeks, over 2 weeks I think, since I've done it. I don't know, we'll see. I'll do something tomorrow anyway. You need a break from TSP. Actually, that's a good point, actually. I'll make sure it works as well tomorrow. I'll check into it tonight, actually, and make sure it still works okay, and not shit with the Chaos Mod and it doesn't need an update or whatever. But I'll probably do Grand Theft Auto 5 tomorrow, Chaos Mod, and try and get through the game. I'm trying to get through as much of the game as possible and complete the story mode of the game with the Chaos Mod on. So, we'll see. I'll see how that goes. And I'm about a quarter of the way through the game. I can't mind how far I'm technically through it, but we'll see. But for now, this has been the DSP Bingo. I'm glad people enjoyed it. I'm glad people turned up. And thank you very much, guys, for being here. I do appreciate it all. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow with GTA 5, but the DSP Bingo will be back on Thursday. So if you're not here tomorrow for GTA 5, I hope to see you back for a bingo at least the next day. So, this has been King Jared. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, have a good evening, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.